Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and this is a writing question that is, like most, testing your comfort level with grammar. For this sort of problem, what you need to do is read the sentence, test your intuition as to what the author of the sentence might have meant for it to mean originally, when it was originally written or said, and then try to figure out what the most clear and most grammatically concise way of writing the sentence might be. So let's go ahead and do that together. How long the drive to Disneyland takes will certainly be decided as much by heavy traffic as by getting lost along the way. So this sentence is trying to convey the idea that the amount of time that it will take some unspecified number of people to get to Disneyland will be dependent on what the traffic looks like and whether or not they get lost. So let's go ahead and consider the answer choices and see which of these might present some grammatical problems. So let's consider A. How long the drive to Disneyland takes will certainly be decided as much by. So how long the drive to Disneyland takes is perfectly acceptable. There's absolutely no problem with this. How doesn't necessarily have to be in question format. If you just test out the way they usually say things, and when you're speaking to your friends, you'll see that you do this a lot. How long it's going to take depends on how much I like it will depend on. Is a construction that's totally fine. So let's go ahead and consider B. How long the drive to Disneyland takes will certainly be decided by as much by. So the problem here is you would see that you'd usually have by here because decided by for something to be decided usually takes the preposition by after the verb, and you have as much before it. Again, this is not a problem at all. In fact, this is exactly where as much needs to be added. You can't say will certainly be decided by as much heavy traffic as by getting lost, because you want to have a parallel grammatical function on the immediate word following by. So if you had decided by as much isn't a verb as, for example, or even an idea that is actually what is slowing you down, like for example getting lost. And what having the as much before then accomplishes is that one of the ideas that is slowing you down here would be heavy traffic, which is analogous to getting lost. So this is completely fine. C, getting here. Well, every time you see by plus a verb, that must be followed by ing. You can't have any other ending. So this is also fine. You can't say, for example, by get lost or by to get lost. If we there's no other way of constructing to get here in this space, so that's fine. And D here, along the way. Again, there's absolutely no problem with this. So the answer has to be E, and that's because you're worried about what the conditions will be as you progress along the route toward the final destination, to Disneyland, and there's no grammatical problem with this. So I hope that helped with this video and with this sort of problem in general. Just go ahead and try to really analyze each of the answer choices and the way that you would say things generally. Another thing to watch out for is the order of where the subject is, for example, where the verb is and where is the object, and that you should usually look like this. You'll have the subject first, verb second, and the object last in a sentence. So how long the drive to Disneyland takes here is the subject of the sentence here. Will be decided by is going to be the verb, and what it will be decided by, the object, is going to be this last part, and that's completely fine. So there's absolutely nothing to be worried about with this sort of sentence, but this is something to watch out for, especially in problems where you can actually change the entire sentence around. I hope that helped with this problem, and happy prepping.